Hello, it's Lemon Me today. I wanted to try a different rendering style. I'm going to be drawing my OC named Mikhail. Also, I used a 3D head model for this cause I felt lazy and it's a practice anyway. Also, I had my canvas flipped. I didn't realize I placed the mark on the wrong side, but I fixed it. The brushes I used will be in the description YouTube. I was trying to draw realistic eyebrows, but I couldn't, so I just went on with it. Then, I clipped a normal layer onto the linear layer, and placed a darker color as its base color, adjusted opacity, for the lines to be less prominent and more natural. I used a watercolor brush to block in the shadows, alternating between the darker and transparent color to keep it smooth. This is on multiply layer with 30 to 50% opacity. It wasn't that hard for me, since I used to draw realism portraits of idols. I did digitally and with graphite pencils before, though it's been so long. I noticed it late that the lips was wrong proportionally, so I couldn't fix it. Then I started placing highlights, using a yellowish color all on that glow layer. Now it's shading the whole atmosphere of it. I deleted the previous highlight, cause it didn't make sense with the recent atmosphere shading. Now, I used a yellowish color on a color dodge, or glow dodge, I forgot what's it called. Tip is to lower the opacity of your layers while shading and highlighting so you can adjust it anytime. As you can see, I was so stressed with the hair. The way I designed my OC's hair was quite confusing already. It took me hours to do the hair, since I wanted to go for a painterly rendering feel. At first, I tried to get away with it using a textured brush. It didn't look like hair, so I went with a hairbrush, but it was ugly and I had pride. So I chose to suffer more and do it per strand instead. I used a hairbrush and a really small watercolor brush to fix the lines, then used a soft airbrush to make the ends less sharp. I prioritized the parts I could understand, then filled up the rest of the hair in the same process. TBH, it was looking pretty smooth, but I wanted more texture, so I just went in to shade it darker with a more textured watercolor brush. Then using the same hairbrush, I placed highlights in the glow color dodge layer, then added some textures on the paper using multiply and a random textured watercolor brush. I added more effect mostly on the screen layer. My goal was to make it like a bathroom-like mirror effect. I just took a mirror crack in the asset store. Also filtered it by using gradation map to get a better feel. Just another versions I wasn't satisfied with. Final illustration.